am a person who wants to be a leader, not a follower. And the principal, the principal, she used to, boss around me, which I didn't like. Okay.
So first of all, I want to know your introduction. Okay, can you introduce yourself so my audience get to know you better?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So here's my crispy introduction. I am Ritu Pathak and I am calling you from Agra, Uttar
Wow.
Pradesh, right? And I'm an English teacher, mentor, communicator, and public speaker. And I am so much passionate about English language. That's my introduction. Okay.
It sounds we are very fluent in English. Your pronunciation is very good. I really appreciate that. And you, as you mentioned that you're an English teacher, which means that you have many years of experience, right?
Right,
How
right.
long have you been teaching this language?
I have been in this profession for the 35 years, so the last 35 years.
I mean, how many decades? 3 decades, right? More than three decades.
Yeah, you can count. All right. Okay.
So, do you teach in a private school or government school? Where do you teach?
No, no. I used to teach in a private school, but things didn't go well because, yeah, I am a person who wants to be a leader, not a follower. And the principal, the principal, she used to, boss around me, which I didn't like. Actually, she one day she came out of nowhere and she ordered me, which doesn't go well with me. She ordered me to finish two chapters in one period, and I
Okay.
pointed out that it doesn't make any sense because the students will not be able to understand. And
Mm-hmm.
she was after me that it is your responsibility. So I counter back and I said that that's not my responsibility. If you are thinking I will follow your stupid orders, I'm sorry, I quit. And then from that day, I made my point to teach my children, my students in my own style. Because being a teacher, you have to carry a lot of responsibilities, a big one. And yeah, so I teach my students with all my heart and soul, and i'm
Okay.
not i'm not a person who run after money, so that's it.
So when you told those words, okay, so didn't principal thought that it was a little bit rude because she's think, I'm a principal of the school. So you said those words.
Yeah, you
So what
must
was
be.
the reaction?
Yeah, everybody must be thinking right over here in the same way as you are thinking. But let me make it very clear that what do you think when I made the dialogue, for how long she has been tormenting me, so
Mm-hmm.
that was a nail in the coffin. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah, that is the thing. I was enduring her stupidity for
long
as
time.
long as yeah for as long as I could. And that day I was not in a good mood. Everything
Mm-hmm.
was going wrong. So I made a point that instead of making it worse, because it was not good for the students as well, I was feeling very upset. On the top of that, that principal, she came up with some stupid ideas, so I quit. That's better and that's good. See, now I am here. So everything that happens is already pre-planned from the Almighty. So
Pre-planned.
need not to worry, right? Okay.
Mhm. After leaving that job, did you feel you have done kind of mistakes, or I shouldn't said that to this to principal. Have you have any regret right now, or
No,
you back then no
not till
regret?
date I regret. Not till date I have regretted any of my decisions. I am a very mindful person, and whatever decisions I take, I think only one while taking. Life is very temporary. Life is very short. You
Mm-hmm.
must not be thinking so much about your future and past and whatever. You need to think only about your present. Your brain works in the present. You know.
Right now you're reminding me about Priyanka Chopra. That is very bold. Like
Okay, a big compliment. This is a
yeah,
compliment of the day.
yeah. I like her pronunciation. I like to follow her also because see, like movies is kind of her things because she can do movies. But personally, I like her character. She always like a bold in front of the camera. Okay, she doesn't like to hide. You know, like other Bollywood actors hide. This thing. She very bold. If she doesn't like anything, she can tell in front of the camera. So I like her quality. You know, yeah.
Okay. You can't conceal your personality for a very long time. You can't conceal your fakeness for a very long time.
Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
to be there. So that's better that if you be honest from the day one, so that people can not only love, but they can respect you also. So that makes a lot of difference.
I have seen, sometimes what happened, like if I'm hiding something inside me, okay. Suppose my parents told me something and I want to counter back. I want to say, no, you are wrong. I'm right at that time. So eventually it will comes out in a negative way, So maybe it will be little bit harsh then. So it is very important if you feel this is not wrong, this is not right. So you have to tell them in front of their face, right? No, you're doing wrong. Now you have to stop it right now because I don't want to talk to you. I am getting very negative vibe from you.
Right,
So you have to
right.
be direct about it. If you
Exactly.
hide, if you hide something, so it will have different impact in future, very bad impact.
See,
So you
I'm
have to.
not the creator of the universe. Always keep in
Okay.
mind, I'm not the creator of the universe. I'm not responsible for everybody or everything what is happening around me. This is your life. This is your marathon. You have to run the race on the track. So these are all your choices. The problems are yours. The solutions must be yours. So I don't give so much, thoughts about what other think about me. Let them think, and I carry my life, my journey in my own way. So I don't make myself bothered about what others are thinking. So if they are criticizing me, then it means that I'm a very special person because they
Uh,
are they are thinking about me.
yeah.
Don't people don't think about beggars. People think about only those who have something in them. So if you are thinking maybe in a positive way, maybe in a negative way, at least what makes me happy, you are thinking about me. So I'm a special person, I'm much better than you, and that is my strategy in my life. I keep on going and going.
Okay, okay. So you always having the same mindset, or did you change your mindset gradually?
Never, never. Sometimes, whenever I am in the worst situation,
Okay.
then instantly I have to shift my negative mindset to positive because I already carry a very thoughtful conception in my life that everything is temporary. This too will pass. So
Mhm.
yes, if this too will pass, then why you are so sad? And it was already pre-planned. I've already told you. I'm not the Almighty. I'm not omnipresent. I'm not omniscient. I'm not omnipotent. So when I'm nothing, then nothing is in control of me. That has to be happened, and that happened. So why to cry? Why to just cry over spilled milk? That is my strategy of leading my life in my own bossy way. I love people. I respect all of them. I love and respect. I'm very kind. I'm very generous, and I want to convey this message on this platform that don't try to be egocentric. If you can help others, please go ahead and help. You will not only bag in respect, but you will also bag in love. There's a lot of difference between the combinations. The first combination is respect and fear. Like the students, they respect their teachers, they respect their principals, not out of love all the time, out of fear. They have to. The employees, they respect their boss out of fear, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
there is a second dynamic combination, and that is respect plus love. So what combination would you like to achieve in your life? So I go always with the second one.
Mhm.
Till date, all my not only my students, their parents also love and respect me a lot. Whosoever is in connection with me, whosoever knows me very well, they love me, they respect me. And I am so lucky that people, I mean students, basically from boards, like board aspirants from 10th standard, 12th standard, whenever they feel low, they give me a call, they ping me, ma'am, we are feeling low, and we have a chit chat, and they feel they are back to their chair and table and their work. So this has to be the personality of a person. I'm not boasting about myself, right?
Mm.
What my point is that you have to be a kind of person who should indulge in different kind of emotions, maybe honesty, maybe generosity, maybe compassionate. And then you see, you need not to follow others, people will follow you naturally.
So students sees you as a mentor, right? Like whenever they feel low, so you can guide them, to feel better. Yeah. Everybody requires, but unfortunately there are so many people that don't have any, mentor or you can like a teacher. So whenever they feel low, they will make any bad decisions, right? So I believe if they having a good teacher, so they can, improve from that situation. They can do better from that situation.
Right,
That I believe.
right.
So, ma'am,
Okay.
what do you do in your leisure time?
In leisure time, reading. Reading is my favorite leisure time. As you can see, a lot of books over there,
Yeah.
and more than 10 books are lying on my table itself. So, whenever I take time out of my busy schedule, I never criticize others, I never spread rumors about others. I don't want to involve myself in any kind of negativity. So, I am much into reading, because reading is something that
Hmm?
makes me feel brilliant and lively.
Now your communication is reflecting right now how much you read to books. Your use of vocabulary words, because someone is reading books, so they have broad knowledge about everything, right? Because one writer is spending is like 10 years, 20 years to write a book. Now you're consuming those knowledge within 1 week. That's a big thing.
Exactly. We are not only consuming, we are also implementing. If sometime I stumble upon a good line or some beautiful thought, I immediately jot down on my notebook and make it a point of using it in future. So that's how I read and make my reading fruitful.
I have tried to incorporate this habit reading, in my life, because I want to be fluent speaker and I want to use in a broad vocabulary words, you know, in my speech. But I failed miserably. I don't know where is my focus. I'm not able to focus on reading. So this is always has been struggle for me. I'm not able to read like 20 pages. I tried, if I focus 100%, then I will finish 20 pages. But rest of the days, I don't have motivation. So instead of reading, I like to listen lots of. I listen 2-3 hours a day, like a podcast, from foreigners, you know. So they can having like a spiritual conversation, or they're having the conversation about how to live life, how to improve yourself, what things bad habit, how to get rid of the bad habits. So this kind of self improvement podcast I like to listen. But reading is not, I think, it's very difficult for me at this point.
It's okay. If reading is not your domain, then it's okay. You leave it. If you want to listen to audiobooks, if you want to listen to podcasts, it's okay. So there is no problem. That's your personal choice. That depends on your personal preferences.
Yeah.
So, Jerry, can we just wind up this beautiful
It's
session? So,
okay.
did you enjoy this session?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're a wonderful speaker and I really like to talk to you. Okay. I hope in future also we'll connect.
Yeah, we have to connect.
Okay.
All right. So, bye bye,
Okay.
Jerry. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.